Okay, there you go. How was the clean eating for you personally?
For me, it was very good, much better than what I was doing, much better than what I was doing. And
Okay.
I'm going to continue on with it. I'm
Okay.
going to stick with this time. I've seen a difference in my sleeping, my attitude. It was like, whatever you're doing, keep doing, mommy.
Mhm. In order for it to work, the accountability has to be there, so you have to continue posting.
Yeah, I
Because once you know you got to show somebody else with you, and then you're like, oh man, I can't show that. So that's how it works. It's like, oh,
Where
if
you
I gotta
find weed at?
change,
I've been
I'm
having
changing.
weed. When you get a bottle? I bought that today.
Hold
Good
on.
I've been
evening.
having weed since about 3 weeks ago. I ain't never ran out of it.
Mute. Yes, yes, yes.
I think the best part of the clean eating thing for me was the fact that everybody participated.
Yes. So you don't feel like you're doing something by yourself.
Yes, that's what I think that was the best part because I was like everybody actually participated.
Yeah.
Hi, you guys. I'm sorry I can't fix my camera, but I'm here.
All right.
So that's what it was for me as well. It's when, having accountability buddies with me, people doing it with me motivates me to do better.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind
And
of
then
like a challenge, like, oh, so they doing it. Well, Shanique, you better step your game up. But the first 2 days was the hardest, but about time Wednesday hit, I was finding myself having to make myself eat. Like that's why some of the pictures I posted, I'm like, not really hungry. I said I skipped breakfast and had a snack instead, or I'm having a late breakfast. So
now, because you're training your body that you're not eating just to eat, you're eating for a purpose. So then it's like, okay, if I'm moving more, then I need more of the nutrients. I need more of the stuff. But if I'm moving less, then I need less. So then your body is going back to how it's supposed to eat. Because we just eat off boredom.
Yeah. And I think all I ate was breakfast today. And I've been cool. Like usually I'm like just snacking. I got some healthy snacks and I ain't snacking. So
but because you're going to work out, you're supposed to have protein and carbs in your body to help you during your workout, and then you're supposed to have the same thing after, so that you're nourishing your body, so you letting your muscles know, I'm gonna feed you. I done worked you out. I'm gonna feed you. So there's a whole before and after workout thing, that even if it's like a protein shake or like there's like little things you can have, but you need that protein and the carbs to help with your energy and everything.
So just like running to the store, grab a protein drink it before I work out.
Yeah, but it has to be sometime before, a little while. If you do it now, you're gonna feel sick. But for future reference, before you are gonna decide to be active, you need to feed your body what it needs, so you can be active and not feel beat up.
Okay, so just get one after.
So yeah, to because then it kind of solidifies what you did. Because you believe it or not, people can go to the gym all the time and still never lose weight because they're still not doing the proper stuff, the aftercare and the before care.
So make sure I have at least a protein drink before I work out, and then have one or eat dinner afterwards.
And some type of carb, because you need that energy source.
So what if I just eat dinner after I work out? Would that be?
That's fine. It has to be within 2 hours of you working out.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be within 2 hours. Because I'm not really a big chicken eater, and I done cut beef and pork completely out for now. It's gonna be like really, I haven't ate pork in 5 years, but beef in itself, I was gonna have like, a treat like every now and then, like once a month. And I've got some vegan like beef or whatever for my spaghetti. I might cook that.
Anybody else on here that participated in the clean eating?
So I did, Teresa, and I think I had the opposite of Shanita, like I couldn't get myself together Monday and Tuesday to start the cooking and things.
Mm-hmm.
But then Wednesday, I started feeling like a slacker because I was posting all that good food y'all was cooking and stuff. So I just pushed myself to like pre-prepare things.
Mm-hmm.
But it was I'm not a bad eater. I'm not an eater. I don't eat enough. So I do the hypoglycemia where my sugar stuff goes really low. But with you guys, I felt like I wasn't hungry, but I needed to make something and eat something because, well, one, you said you're going to kick us out the group. So that kind of, that I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I ain't getting kicked out. Shoot, I ain't ever been kicked out of none of my life. I ain't gonna get kicked out of something about food. And I love food. So it motivated me to, like make some good food. But it was more mental. Like I was mentally looking at you guys' food. And I mean, if you noticed, I wrote out everything I was gonna do, being all extra. But it was because I wanted to stay on track. And it was really mental. Like I really needed to see the food, your food, to get me to get to my food because it was acceptance. And, as women of color and being women of color with families, food is our acceptance point. So I felt that with you guys as a group. It was like, oh, our families, we all get together. This was like family making food, and I didn't even bring nothing to the picture show. So it really motivated me, and I want to thank you guys for that because it's been a big journey. I got all of the tools and all of the things, and I can do all of this stuff, but to really have a grounded group, non-judgment zone. I got my girls, I got my buddies, my hangouts, I got the families, but just like a group that's really honest about the struggle. And I can't, I can't do the protein shakes. I know you're supposed to have them before and after.
It doesn't have to be a protein shake. It just has to be protein.
I would just rather pop a pill. Like I have this aversion to tasting stuff or looking at greens. Like if I look at green stuff, like if I made a green shake, I would have to put something around it. And then you can hand it to me and I'll drink it. But if I see it,
you can't see it.
If it's green and I see it, I'm sick already. So
I'm sick already.
It's really mental for me. Everything about the eating, as Shanita, it's all mental, not emotional. I just really need to understand the why.
Mm-hmm.
And so my why was you guys, and that was enough. That was enough because, as I said, my husband, everybody is blah, blah, blah. But the why was just to stay in and be focused and be a part of something that's real and not we getting ready to go for a wedding or we getting ready to get this done or we getting ready to I got to get ready for the surgery. I got to do this. I got to do that. It's just real. That it was, eat to live and not live to eat. And so that was my takeaway from the challenge. And it was very helpful.
Okay. I know Bonita, you did the challenge. How did you feel about it?
The challenge was beautiful. I started out so wonderful. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, flopped the show. I feel so bad. I'm just mentally wise. I think I'm just really going through something, and I just cannot. I don't know what it is. Normally, I'm more motivated. But what is it? I just don't. I don't know what it is. Mm-hmm. But you know what? The main thing, you see, I just got in the house good, and this flash calls. I say, no matter what, you get on there and you listen. You gotta listen. You know what I mean? I gotta take it in because it will help me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So. That's why I just jumped right on Teresa because it will help me. It'll help motivate me.
Okay.
I'm stuck. Mm-hmm. But I'm a fighter. I don't give up so easy. I am a fighter, and I don't give up. That's the main thing. I'm not giving up.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm not giving up. Yeah.
Okay, who else was
Yes.
in the challenge and would like to speak? No one, no one, no one, no one. Well, you know how hard it was to go through that whole chat to like do tallies on everybody's posts. I didn't even think that through. That was a lot. So the winner of the challenge was Ebony, and then Shanita was right behind her. But Ebony had the most posts. She had 23 posts that she posted photos of, and Shanita had 5. She had 21.
Well,
So
Ebony
those were
should know
the two.
that she's not here.
Yeah, she not here.
See, that's because I stopped being hungry.
Yeah. But y'all did pretty good with y'all. Yeah, but I'm gonna do another one in May because I feel like, some of you said y'all will continue it, but I'll do another challenge in May where it's a challenge, but the group doesn't stop. The group continues. We continue to go through the struggle. We continue to do these meetings on Tuesday, but the clean eating challenge would be once a month. So today's topic is the 80-20 rule. So I know people know the 80-20 rule of relationships, but this is 80-20 rule of eating. So the 80-20 rule of eating is pretty much 80% of your diet is healthy. You're healthy, and then 20% would be whatever you want. But most people say, oh, I can eat whatever I want. So some people, they want to put their 20% like on the weekend. No, the goal of the 20% is today I want to have a glass of wine. Have your glass of wine. You ate 80% good all day. Your 20% is your glass of wine. Not your glass of wine and a cookie and some chips. No. It's 20% daily versus 20% like throughout. Because then if you go overboard in one day, all them calories, then you'll see you have a calorie positive, which means you're going to gain the weight. So it's pretty much you're having your cake and eat it too on the 80-20 rule. So pretty much, like it says, you might have a slice of cake today and drink some wine tomorrow, just not at the same time. It says the best part of the 80-20 rule is you never say, I can't have something. Mm-hmm. Which that's what a lot of people, they can't stay on track because they always feel like they can't have something. They restrict themselves from being able to have something. So so you change that to, I can eat this today and have that tomorrow. So your wording changes. It's not I can't have it. It's I can't have all of it today. I can have this today and I have that tomorrow.
The mental. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It says if you follow the rule daily, it gives like wiggle room. So you can, you keep your calories low because, usually whatever your 20% is high in calories. So, but if you're eating good throughout the day, those calories won't affect you overall. That's why you do it on a day-to-day basis, not, I'm just going to spurge the whole weekend. So then as a result, you never deny yourself of eating things that you love, small portions of things that you love. We say a slice of cake. We ain't say half of a cake. We ain't say 12 candy bars. It's one candy bar, a slice of cake. You look at what the serving size. So if something says, okay, 5 cookies is the serving size, you eat the 5 cookies, and then that's your serving of your 20%. Mm-hmm. Any questions thus far?
I have to say I've been doing really good because I only had one piece of cake since I got that cake. I'll try not to go back in it because it was so good too. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And I got my big bottle of water. I do 3 a day. I done got that water because I was jealous. I don't know why I'm just motivated by always wanting to be included in something and not being upset or jealous, but it sure pushed me. I think you had the big bottle of waters, and I got that, and I went out last night and lemon meringue pie. I could take 1 scoop. I was so proud of myself.
Because the water fills you up, yeah.
I took the scoop and I didn't even take a takeout. I was already finished after that 1 scoop. I was like, I'm done.
Okay. They said portion control and moderation are the keys to success when doing the 80-20 rule. So you make sure you portion your stuff, and it's in moderation. So it's not like, oh my God, I'm going to eat cake all day. Everything's in moderation. If you do it in moderation, you're able to fit it into your lifestyle, because these are not diets. These are lifestyle changes. Diets are fads. You're on diet, like she said, you either dieting for a wedding, or you're dieting for vacation, or you're dieting for, so then it's only for that time frame, and then you stop, and then you find yourself back to where you went, as opposed to it's a lifestyle change. I'm changing my lifestyle, but I don't have to make a crazy change. I can make small changes that are going to make big differences. We did something for 5 days. That wasn't a month. That wasn't a week. That was 5 days. And it changed your outcome on how you view food. It made you do things different. And that was just 5 days. We did something small for 5 days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What else I say? It says the 80-20 rule helps keep a balanced mindset about eating. It removes the guilt, emotion, and stress associated with dieting, and allows you to enjoy your favorite foods in moderation. Because most people, if they eat a piece of cake or something, then they're like, oh my goodness, you feel bad, and this, that, and the third. So this takes away from that. It's like, okay, I did good with my eating today. So tonight I'm gonna have me a glass of wine, or I'm gonna have me this. And you're good because you did great all day. Now, if you didn't do great all day, then you don't deserve that piece of cake, or you don't deserve that glass of wine, and you gotta do better tomorrow.
So can I ask you a question? What about you did good all day, you eat the small piece of cake, but then you don't stop because it's a trigger?
That's why you don't have a whole cake. You only have the piece of cake, because then there's nothing else to go.
Okay.
So you try not to buy things, and that's why I said portion control. So you try not to buy things in big size, so there is none left over. So,
okay.
Especially if you know you don't have that type of discipline yet, so you start off not having extra of anything. So everyone was told they were supposed to come to the lab. They were supposed to come here with their pen and paper, because we're gonna create our meal plans, our lifestyle eating plans together, based on the quality foods you should have. And the goal of this is not to add stuff to your list that you do not eat. Your list will be based on things you already eat, and then you have that, and then you put it into how you're going to eat daily. Okay, I'm gonna have chicken, or I'm gonna have fish, or whatever. So you take from the different categories, and that's how you will develop your meals daily.
That's smart.
So a lot of people like, oh my goodness, I'm trying to lose weight, so I'm gonna eat kale. Have you ever ate kale before? Do you even like kale? So you're not gonna stick to that because you don't even like it.
I'm gonna have fish, and don't never go buy the fish. Look good on the paper.
So, and as I said, don't put nothing down that you know you don't eat normally, or you're not going to eat, because then it'll just sit somewhere. So this is based on things you already eat. So we're gonna go through quality protein sources. So as you hear things that you eat, you put them on your list, and then you label it quality protein sources. So then pretty much we creating, so when you go food shopping, you got your little list of things you know to keep, what you're gonna go shopping for, what you're gonna keep in your house all the time. And once you have those things in your house all the time, you don't have to worry about, well, what am I eating well? Because you know, based on these things, you can't go wrong, because these are all the good stuff. So the quality protein sources. So dairy and egg. So Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, Swiss cheese, eggs, milk, and whey protein. See, I don't eat cottage cheese. I don't eat Greek yogurt. See, so those wouldn't go on my list. I would pick from there what you eat, and that goes on your list. So high protein meat, lean cut steak, ground beef, pork chops, chicken breast, turkey breast. So those are your high protein meats. So you would pick.
That again now. What is that?
The high protein meats.
Yes.
So it's lean cut steak, not with all the fat on it.
Yeah,
ground
that's like the skirt steak.
Yeah. So usually tell you with the ground beef, you'll see on it says like the 90%, 10% lean, 80-20. So the leaner, the better. So that's what you look for with the ground beef. Even with the pork chops, they have like the lean cuts, and they have cuts that have like a lot of fat and stuff on it. You want everything, you want the leaner cuts of whatever it is that you're going to eat. So the pork chop, chicken breast, turkey breast. I do ground chicken and I do ground turkey as well.
Yeah.
And I do ground turkey. I don't care for the ground chicken. I tried it. I was like, oh, I can't do this.
I don't do neither one of them. Them is my cheats because I gotta have the beef.
Well, it's not a cheat. If it's on the list, then it's
lean. Yeah.
So if it's on the list, you can have it. So it's not a cheat. So
no, I'm talking to the dog.
High protein seafood: tuna, halibut, salmon, and tilapia. Those are high protein. Those protein levels is great when you eat those particular fish.
You know what? Salmon, it's too thick to me.
I love salmon so much.
I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get, but I want to look for thin piece.
But you could have your butcher like if you take it in the back or in your grocer, they'll slice it again for you. You'll get a fillet and they'll be able to slice it like a fillet. Like, I don't know what supermarkets you go to, but many of them will slice it for you.
Okay.
Just like you pick up your seafood. You could just, you know how you pick your seafood? They'll slice it for you. Because I wasn't eating it either. It was too thick.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to do that. Next time I'm going to Publix.
These are high protein canned foods. So it would be anchovies, corned beef, sardines, and beans.
Ooh.
So you only write down what you eat.
Corned beef?
Corned beef, yeah.
Not corned beef hash?
No, because that's got the starch in it.
I'm negotiating. I just
corned beef, no hash.
Dang.
And these are high protein snacks. Is jerky, peanut butter. I usually do natural peanut butter because regular peanut butter has a lot of sugar. So natural peanut butter has less sugar. And nuts. Those are high protein snacks.
Oh man, no Skippy.
Skippy has natural peanut butter.
Yeah, Skippy is good.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look for it.
It's a brown top. Most people look up past it because we used to see the blue top. But it's a brown top. So you have high protein for vegetarians and vegans. So they would eat, if you were vegan or vegetarian, you would do beans, leafy greens, chickpeas, nuts, nut butters, which is like almond butter and stuff like that, tofu, and chia seeds. Those are for people that are vegan or vegetarian. Now, these are the quality carb sources. So these are the good carbs. So high carb whole grains would be whole grain bread, whole grain pasta that has no sugar, and whole grain cereals. And high carb fruits are bananas, mangoes, apples, oranges, and pears.
Okay.
So those are good carbs?
Those are the good carbs.
Yeah.
Banana?
Apple.
Mangoes, apples.
Yeah. And you know what I want to do? I mean, I'm in South Florida and I'm surrounded by mango trees. I'm like, you know what? Nope. I don't care. I won't eat a mango. I won't eat a mango.
He said I won't eat a mango. And the high carb legumes are beans, peas, and lentils.
Say that again.
The high carb legumes, or how you say it, legumes.
Legumes.
It's
legume.
I've never even heard the word before.
It's
beans, peas, and lentils.
Yeah.
Now your quality fat source, because there's healthy fats. It will be sources of unsaturated fat. So you want to make sure your fats are unsaturated. So that would be avocados, salmon, olives, not nut butters that are not processed, olive oil, nuts, flaxseed, tuna, dark chocolate, and sunflower seeds. So those fall under quality fat sources. Some of them you've seen in the high protein, so they serve two purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they're saturated but healthy fats, which is whole eggs, high quality meats, full fat milk, and chicken breast. Those are saturated fat, but they're healthy saturated fats. And then you have other sources, which is like regular or sweet potatoes, brown rice, quinoa, oatmeal, and tortillas. Those are other healthy sources that you can have. And sources of trans fat to limit or avoid is like pizza.
Could you repeat the one about the sweet potato, brown rice?
Oh, that's the other healthy sources, which is regular or sweet potatoes, brown rice, quinoa, oatmeal, and tortillas.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Now it says sources of trans fats to limit or avoid, like things like pizzas, hot dogs, hamburgers, any type of fast food, and any type of fried food. You want to stay away from those unless you have an air fryer, and then you're good to go. But these things are really high and really in trans fat, and like they really stick to you. So those, if you're going to have it, you want to limit it, like really limit it.
Oh gosh.
So if I want a piece of fried fish, it's best to do it in the air fryer then.
In the air fryer, yeah. Instead of it being dipped in all that oil.
But what if you use the olive oil?
But you still, the way you bread it still. So then you add in carbs and stuff to it. Now, if that's gonna be your 20%, then that's fine.
You mean like the seasoning, like if you use like
some people like the cornmeal, some people use
or
cornmeal
fish fry.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
I think was it panko? I think that's the best one because I think it's like if you find other sources that are healthier, you tweak it to fit your lifestyle.
Okay. That's a good question, Kimberly, because I thought, if you eat in the fish, then the fish is just the good part.
Yes, but then you add in the bad part to it.
Not me, Kimberly said it.
I'm not saying you. I'm just in general. If you're gonna fry it or whatever, then you add in all this extra stuff in it, so that it becomes less healthy.
Okay. So the way we prepare that, I really thought the fish was good because it was just the fish, and you didn't.
The way we prepare it changes the nutrients in it.
Oh.
That's why they tell you to bake, broil, and things of that nature, and like steam, because that keeps all the nutrients. When you fry, take the nutrients out.
Oh.
And usually you're using some type of batter or whatever, which is not healthy.
Right.
So if you're going to do that, then let that be your 20%.
Okay.
Now, this is where we do because you say, how much of each thing am I supposed to have? So these are your macronutrients. The three things that you mainly need to focus on is your protein, your good fats, and your carbs, because protein helps with the muscles, the carbs helps with energy, and the fats help with it was just in my head. I'm like, I was doing so well. And I forgot it. Hold on. I forgot how to that. Okay, just that quick. Bear with me. This is all hormone production. They help with hormone production. So, like with proteins, if you're not somebody who works out a lot, then you would do 0.3 grams, 0.3 to 0.5 grams. So times your body weight. So you would do 0.3 times whatever you weigh, and that will be your, like, how much protein you need for the day.
Say that again.
0.3 to 0.5 if you do not work out. If you work out, then you need 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. So you would do like 0.3, say you 200 pounds. So you would do 0.3 times 200, and that's how much protein you need in a day.
80, right. So, okay.
Make sure y'all take those numbers down so y'all can do your math, so you know. And then when you start understanding that, you'll start looking at different stuff, and you'll see like, oh, how many grams of protein, because now you know how many you're supposed to have. So that when I first had my weight loss surgery, and they was like, oh, if you don't want to lose your hair, you got to do the protein. So they was like, you need like 70 to 100. So I'm looking at everything. I'm like, oh, this shake is 30. If I do 2 shakes, that's 60. And then if I eat chicken in it, like, I was really making sure I got those specific things in. So once you get your number, then you know, when you look at certain things, you'll know how much protein you're intaking within your day. So with the fats, your ideal for fat intake is 0.3 grams per pound of fat-free mass. So usually things that are not high in fat. So you would do 0.3 times your body weight. Now, carbohydrates, there's no minimum carb intake. However, eating carbs does come with some benefits when they're done right. So I recommend a minimum intake of around 0.3 grams of carbs per pound of body weight per day. Do anyone take supplements?
Yes.
Well, I know any of us who had weight loss surgery, we all take supplements.
Mm-hmm.
Which kind of supplements are you talking about?
Like if you take iron, or you take calcium, or you take vitamin C, different things like that.
Yeah.
And I feel that everyone should be taking a multivitamin just to make sure you have your daily nutrients and stuff on a day-to-day basis, because especially if you're not eating all the time, when you're not eating your meals, taking a multivitamin will give your body the nutrients it needs outside of what you get from the foods. So like a woman's one a day or something like that, and not gummies, because gummies have sugar.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be a chewable or just something you could swallow.
You know, I never really, let me see. Yeah, it says 3 total grams of sugar.
And that's per serving. And your serving is how many?
2.
So
this
every
this
two
is
sugar.
Vitafusion for woman for energy. I bought these, but I don't take these. I take the one I get from the office. I don't do the gummy. I use the one that I get from the office, the infusions.
How those are chews?
Yeah, these are chewables.
Yeah, how those taste?
Chalky.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't say
Chalky.
I take the children's vitamins because my stomach still can't take a grown-up vitamin, so I still take the children's vitamins, like the Flintstone Complete.
Yeah. You know what? And my friend had those. Oh, they're not blackberries, the mulberries,
The elderberry.
Yeah,
that's the new thing that everybody's doing now.
Yeah, and I said, okay, let me see what they got on this one for the adult. 20%. Had so much sugar, and then the kids didn't have that much sugar. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna get the kids. No, she said, why? Because kids don't have that much sugar in it. And then when I looked at how much she had too, it's for your immune system. This school teacher came up with that thing. I can't call the name of it.
Oh, I know you talk about. I forgot what it's called. Immune something.
Yeah, but C or something. I don't know
Out
what
something is out. I forgot what it's called. Also.
Yeah, but anyway,
I know you
when
talk
I
about.
seen the back, it had like 75 or 80 calories per one. I was like, huh? And then when I seen they had like 10 carbohydrates in there, I said, oh no.
You really start paying attention to those things because those things matter. People say, oh, how many calories on, and because a lot of people misread labels, they'll be like, oh, well, it only has this many calories. No, it has that many calories per serving. And a serving can be 2 cookies. Now you ate 12. Now you gotta times that.
Yeah.
You know what really gets you? It caught me. The vitamin waters. God, they suckered me in because it said vitamin.
So people think you have to get the sugar-free one. Yeah.
And the I was like, what? This got carb. This is water. What?
They done jacked up your water, yup.
You done jacked up my water.
And then called it healthy because it say vitamin. They done lied to you. Mm-hmm.
They did. I wasn't even paying attention. I thought I was cool.
Even like the Gatorades and things of that nature.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff has a lot of bad stuff. Gatorade just came out with a protein drink and it's like all sugar. It's like, what am I supposed to do with this?
And all them energy drinks. Mm-hmm. Caught me with them too. I was on a roll. I had energy drinks and vitamin waters. I was in the gym. I was healthy.
Like, you know,
I learned how to read.
You was healthy. And she said to learn how to read, you was healthy.
I was healthy till I learned how to read.
Yeah.
Next week, we're going to be putting together your workouts and what's best for you guys based on your lifestyle. Not because you went to the gym and you're supposed to lift 20 pounds of weights and this. No, based on your lifestyle, based on what you're trying to achieve. So then, like if you want to gain muscle versus lose fat, like we're going to create your own regimens also. Because on top of eating well, you could do movement, but you don't have to do movement as long as you create a calorie deficit, which means you burn more than you eat. You're going to lose weight because that's the math.
Yep. I got that one down.
Okay. But some people want to tone because, you lose the weight fast.
Yep.
You want to tone it. So toning means working out. And some people think I'm just going to the gym and just be on the treadmill. That doesn't tone anything. All that is, that's cardio, which it makes the fat come off, but it doesn't tone anything.
Correct.
So it'll help you lose the weight, but not tone it.
Mm-hmm. I had a knee replacement and I lost a lot of weight. And I did a lot of walking in the pool after. It helped with the weight. But man, was I weak. Mm-hmm. I had zero toning muscle. I was good, but I was like, I can't, my legs are weak. There was the muscle mass wasn't there. I lost muscle. Mm-hmm. And that hurts you because then you need the muscle to hold up the bone.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand it. They're like, oh, I don't want to be a bodybuilder. It's not about being a bodybuilder or looking like a bodybuilder. You need the muscle because it's healthier than the fat. So, but most people want to lose the weight first because you don't want the muscle as big as where you are. So some people drop a few pounds and then they decide, okay, I'm going to tone.
Correct.
From this point.
Yeah.
So listen, how did you do with your knee replacement?
Well, I'm a rock star, so I'm just going to claim that. So I did my knee replacement December 19th, and I was 309 proudly, and I fought for them to do it because they said, no, your BMI is over 58. You can't do it. You're not going to make it. So I did. I got the knee replacement December 19th. I was home December 21st, and I was walking without a cane, walker, and off them drugs by January 7th. So within 2 weeks. So
that's what I'm gonna do.
Basically what I did was I took my medication in the pain and worked in the pain, through the pain with the medication, and I kept hydrated, and I just got my bend on. And I think the hardest part was just, you know, adjusting as a woman, just adjusting. It wasn't the knee replacement, it was the immobility, because we're superheroes. And to ask someone to help you to the bathroom, because you can't, like, you have to learn how you have to learn how to walk, and I'll say it, on purpose. See, when you have hip and joint problems, you're just walking, you know how to walk. We waddle, we got pain, we lean over a little bit. Our shoulder hurt, we use the other shoulder. So I had gotten used to walking wrong. And so I had to buy all new shoes, because now my foot is actually straight the way it's supposed to be. The happy part about it is that you will learn. We don't remember how we learned how to walk as children, but if you get a knee replacement or a hip replacement, you will remember how to walk on purpose the right way. And so,
you know, my problem,
it's very hard. It's not an easy, it's bypass the top 5 it's bypass knee. Because anything with your stomach is gonna, it's harder. So the bypass knee, then back, then hip. Those are the top 4. So it's way up there. You can have heart surgery and do better than with a knee replacement. Your stomach is the number 1, but it takes your willpower, and you need a group.
That's why I wanted to give this to you guys. This is what my website is finally up. And then I always say, I wanted to help people. And then, people, they charge for these services. And I was like, I want to help people whether they can afford it or not. But I do friendly donations. If you like my services, I feel people can pay whatever they feel that they can afford. And I always wanted to create my business in that way, with the whole health and wellness and things of that nature. So, but this is what I wanted to bring people together who had the similar struggles. And some people, the people who had surgery, who had weight loss surgery, they doing better. And no, we still struggle. We still go through it. So, bringing a different mixture of people, that was my, and everybody working together and everybody encouraging the other. This one's looking for this, let me look on you, this for you. So, and I don't know, most of these people don't know each other from, a can of paint, but it's okay, she's struggling like I'm struggling, and I want to help. We each one help each other, because we're so used to being okay, no, you got to reach back and you got to bring the next one and help, so that we all live in a healthy lifestyle. And that's what, when I got myself together, it's I want to help other people.
I feel the same way.
Beautiful.
I do. I feel the same way. I feel like
because
to help people.
She said a mouthful to me
with joints.
Yeah, but Les said a mouthful to me with me, because I was 306, and he was like, "No, I want you to be 260." And then I'm looking at a lot of my friends and other people saying that, "Oh, I was 300 and something." Oh, they did. I said, "Huh? Oh, yeah, they did mine." And they're getting around good. He won't do it. So I'm I guess because it's I guess I ain't put my feet down with him.
You gotta advocate for yourself, because if you don't, they let you let them tell you anything. No, you have to advocate for yourself. I'm this is what I want. I know that it can be done, so do it.
Yeah. Well, the one thing was, I'm in New York, so I went to the hospital for special surgeries, and I'm not gonna, Benita, I'm not gonna tell you that it was just, go and get it, because them people when I tell you they ran me around, they broke my spirit for about a day. I was completely lost, because they made me feel less than, because if you're 58 BMI, you learn, as Teresa said, you start to learn. I was like, BMI, whatever. Yeah. Then when I looked, and she's like, you have to have a BMI of 45. And I said, from 58? Then I started looking at the charts, and then I started seeing the charts. I said, ain't no way in God's green earth I'm going to be able to come down to a 45. Well, I'm going to go get the stomach. And then I was like, that's not even going to help you. And then you start to find out that they just really were trying to break your spirits, and you have to fight. You have to tell them no. And so I need the left knee done. And they told me I couldn't have it because I have a BMI of 51 and I need to be a 45. But I just went to that doctor and told him, listen, if you did this at 58 and I walked out of there with faster than people who was 190 pounds with a BMI of 40, I'm strong. You have to, you have to tell them that you are strong. Like they say your BMI is high, and then it's a, people of color thing. I had a BMI of 58, but I don't have diabetes, heart, lung, none of these things that you say that take you out. So don't put me in the category, because your BMI doesn't indicate who you are completely medically. And that's where you fight. That's where you fight.
That's
you
what happened. That's what, you know what? And that's what happened to me, Leslie, because
you fight.
My primary, she said to me, Benita, I'm going to send you to another knee specialist. And I think I'm going to really talk to her about sending me somewhere else, because it's just like, okay, I got the gel shots, and the first time I got it was for a whole year. I had no problem. I got it on real good. When I had that, when it had the hernia repair and whatever, supposed to the revision of my stomach, whatever he's supposed to have done, it's just like they took me off the medication and I had nothing. I was in so much pain. And I could still move, I could still walk, but the pain was just killing me. And eventually they got it together where they're going to give it to me and blah, blah, blah. Oh, you got to pay for it. Don't worry about if I got to pay for it. Just give me what I need to help me.
And you also have to check. You also have to be on top of your insurance. And you fight them too, because they'll tell you, you got to go here when you can go here. And I actually, a lady in the Uber told me to go to hospital for special surgery, because my doctor wanted to send me to Kings County. I forgot hospital for special surgery. They special, so I'm special too. I'm going. And it was expensive. It was expensive, but they were able to take care of you.
Yeah, but I'm going to call her and I'm going to talk to her and ask her to send me to another knee specialist, because I went to one before. And
where,
just like you said,
where are you?
I'm in Florida.
Listen, get on. I'm a put in our chat. Get on that group. It's called Knee Replacements for Kind People on Facebook, and everybody on there talk about their knee replacements and the doctors they went to. All you gotta do is write, anybody know a good knee surgeon in Florida in this place, and they will hook you up. Girl, they will tell you everything. They told me what kind of toilet seat to buy. I promise you. And you will get some.
Okay, it's a group called, what is it, Knee Replacement
for Kind People.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it in the chat later, but you're right, Teresa, and I really appreciate everything you're doing. And I just probably personal, but I'll message you. Are you with the do you work with schools? Because your business is so needed as a administrator. It's needed for the teachers. The teachers, the supervisors. I know today, we're working with this nutrition group for the rest of the school year to come in and talk with our teachers. And they're